Instead of unveiling a Forerunner 270 to pair with the flagship 970, Garmin surprised everyone by dropping the Forerunner 570, positioning it as the true successor to the 265 and adding even more confusion to the Forerunner lineup's numbering scheme. If you've been holding off for sunnier days to grab a new running companion, you're probably now wondering whether to stick with the well-loved Forerunner 265 or wait it out for the fresh-faced 570. In this video, we're putting both watches side by side to help you figure out which one truly deserves a spot on your wrist. Let's start with the design, where the differences between the two watches really begin to show. The Garmin Forerunner 570 steps things up with a more refined look, thanks to its aluminum bezel. This upgrade gives it a sleeker, more premium aesthetic while maintaining the lightweight build runners appreciate. It also boasts a larger 1.4-inch display with a 454x454 resolution, which might sound small on paper, but makes a noticeable difference on the wrist. The thinner bezels make the watch look more modern. And while it's still not fully edge-to-edge because sports watches need some protection. Now when we compare it to the Forerunner 265, the upgrades on the 570 stand out a bit more. The 265 still looks good and feels durable, but the polymer bezel doesn't quite match the sleekness of the aluminum on the 570. The display is slightly smaller at 1.3-inch with a lower resolution of 416x416. So everything looks just a bit sharper on the newer model. Size-wise, they're very similar. The 265 is available in 42 and 46mm options, while the 570 comes in two sizes, 42 and 47mm, so you can pick the one that fits your wrist best. But the newer model weighs slightly more at 50g compared to 47g, which isn't a big deal for most users. Let's take a deeper look at the features each watch offers. The Garmin Forerunner 570 takes things up a notch with one of its most significant upgrades, the inclusion of a built-in speaker and microphone. This means you can handle phone calls and send voice-to-text messages right from your wrist, a feature that sets it apart from the 265 and adds a layer of smart functionality that's perfect for staying connected on the go. It also supports Bluetooth phone calling, voice assistant integration, and voice commands. Garmin also added new focus modes to help manage interruptions, which can come in handy during training or work. On the wellness side, there's a new skin temperature sensor for better sleep and female health tracking. Plus, with a new evening report feature to help wrap up your day. The Forerunner 570 goes further with multiport support, too. You can now create custom multi-sport workouts, and Garmin's Triathlon Coach helps you prepare smarter for race day. In comparison, the Forerunner 265 keeps things a bit more basic. While it still performs well for runners and everyday athletes, it skips out on several of the newer, smarter features seen in the 570. For instance, there's no built-in speaker or mic. The range of activity profiles is more limited and doesn't include some of the newer or niche sports. You'll still get solid Garmin tracking and essential health insights. And the 265 is geared more toward core fitness tracking than deep multi-sport or lifestyle integration. So, if you want advanced customization, broader sport support, and smart features baked in, the Forerunner 570 clearly offers more. But if you're after a simpler setup focused on running and general wellness, the 265 might still hit the sweet spot. The Garmin Forerunner 570 offers up to 11 days in smartwatch mode and 18 hours with GPS only, dropping to 9 hours when music is playing. In SAT-iQ or all systems GNSS with music, it still manages 8 hours, an upgrade from the 265. While the Forerunner 265 edges ahead in basic use, up to 13 days in smartwatch mode and 20 hours with GPS only, its performance dips with music and advanced GPS. So, the 570 pulls ahead when the workload increases. Now, let's look at how these two stack up in terms of price. The Forerunner 570 definitely brings some solid upgrades over the Forerunner 265, but those improvements do come at a cost. Priced at $550, it's launching at a full $100 more than what the $265 originally sold for. And in some cases, it's almost $200 more than the 265's current discounted prices. So, right off the bat, you're paying a noticeable premium. And from a hardware point of view, the biggest difference between the two seems to be the addition of a microphone and speaker on the Forerunner 570. But what are you actually getting for that extra money? Well, quite a bit. The 570 packs in more advanced sensors, including improved heart rate and GPS tracking, and also offers more robust support for triathlons and multisport activities. While the 265 still holds up well, it was actually launched at $450, but right now you can grab it for around $350, and that's a solid $100 off. If you've been eyeing a reliable GPS watch without spending top dollar, this might be the perfect time to grab one. With all the training features it packs in, getting it at this price feels like a pretty great deal, especially while it's on sale. So, which one gets your vote? Drop your choice in the comments, we'd love to hear what you think. If this video helped you out, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more comparisons and reviews. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.